Oh my lord. What the Here we go again. Brought to you by the people that made The Man from the Window, The Shadow Catcher, and The Bit More Zero No, I think it's called. We have the Vermander Curse. What's up guys and welcome back to my channel. This is a new game by Zed Technician Game. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more. If you have a specific game you want to see me play, leave it down in the comments below. Let's get right into it. Ooh, them lips. That's some filler right there. You wanted to see me, Mr. Vermander, sir? Oh, good lord. Hannah, why aren't this month's profits as high as last month's? I've been looking over that piece of paper you gave me earlier and I don't like the numbers on it. I can't make heads or tails out of that dang thing. They raised the threshold on how much you need to donate in order to get that tax deduction. Remember, sir? They did what? When was this? Sir, I've been reminding you about this for the last 8 months. But it's actually fine though. You still end up saving way more money than if you didn't get the deductions, so with the good Lord as my witness, I am being swindled. I will not stand for this. No one gets over on J.P. Vermander. No, sir. Not now and not ever. But, sir, now then, where have I been donating all my hard-earned money to again? The hospital, sir. Hospital? Which one? There's only one in town, sir. The only hospital in this godforsaken backwater town, and they still have the nerve to swindle me out of my money. Well, I know exactly how to handle a situation like this. Prepare the ritual. What did I just say? Prepare the ritual, Hannah, and go fetch me my robes. Are we about to do some satanic bullcrap right now? Because I'm not for it. I am nowhere near how I will leave this building. The ritual? But Mr. Vermander, sir, please. This is entirely uncalled for. The people in the hospital have done nothing to you, sir. Besides, the difference in profits between this month and last month is only about 1% less, sir. That's nice and all, Hannah, but I don't remember asking. Now go. We don't have time to waste. Notify me immediately when everything is ready. Okay, sir. You know, be lucky you have a hospital in your town at all. We have to drive 30 minutes to the nearest hospital where I live. What? Hello? Hello? Anyone home? I hear ya, I hear ya. Give a gal a minute. Oh my god! Oh, yeah? Hello there, Dr. Edna, I presume? That's me. Who's asking? Fantastic. I'm Morton, the nurse who transfers requests you received. Transfer requests? What in the world are you talking about? You aren't aware? Surely you've read the email concerning me. We don't get no regular internet out here, sonny boy. Only thing we get out here is that old satellite connection. I feel that. Take me back to the early 2000s when all we had was satellite where I lived. We ain't got that either. But if you're here to help, then I ain't about to complain. You got a lot to learn, so you better pay attention. 'Cause I'm only saying this once. I'm all ears, Doc. When patients come in, I write their information down on this here clipboard. Wouldn't it be better to use the computer instead? No. Ain't got no internet. The waiting room is over here. Ain't much to say about it. All the magazines are older than I am. Ain't none of them worth reading no more. Oh my. We got 8 rooms. 3 are occupied, the rest ain't. Mr. Lag Boyd is over in room 1A. He had pretty bad back injury, but we fixed him right up. Miss Tammy Gills is in room 4A. She needed one of them teeth pulled, and we ain't got many options for anesthetic. You telling me that this man just got back surgery? At least, I think. He just got back surgery. But you didn't have anesthetic for this woman to have for her teeth being pulled? What kind of janky rundown hospital is this? So I gave her some of the old-fashioned medicine I keep under the sink. She'll be a little dizzy for a while, but everything else went smooth. Did you just give her Jack Daniels? Did you really just give this woman alcohol? Impressive. There's a woman over in 2A too. Poor thing cut her hand up real bad on her job, then tried to hide it. Her boss found out and sent her here. I ain't managed to figure out her name, so I wrote down as Jane Doe and patched her up. Ah, mystery. I wonder who she is. We ain't known to ask too many questions around here, Mr. Morton. We're here to help. Got it? Understood, Doctor? We've got 2 bathrooms, an operating room, and something like a kitchen. Oh, excellent. The lights in here don't work half the time. Of course they don't. We keep our medicine supply in the OR, but most of the bottles are empty because the budget ain't paying to refill them. You transfer me to another hospital, honey. And there ain't nothing in the fridge, so don't even bother checking. Oh. Does anything in this hospital function as intended? Not really. And that's about it. Let's head back to the front desk so we can get you signed in and start your first shift. So I'm gonna be Mr. Morton. That old sign-in sheet is somewhere over there. I suggest you go ahead and start searching for it yourself, because I ain't about to come look for it. Understood, Doctor. I'll find it. In the meanwhile, I better go make some rounds and check up on the patients. Come and get me if you need something. Yeah, I'll be checking on them too, because they might be dead. This is the most... I don't even have the word for it. Unoperable emergency room, hospital, whatever you want to call it, in the world. Oh, I'm her. I get to be her. Okay, so 1A. Oh my Lord. My, what sharp teeth you have. Everything alright in here? I'm fine, Doc. Matter of fact, I feel I could walk out of here right now. Ha ha ha. Ow. See, you can't even laugh without it hurting them. This is exactly why I said, Lang, baby. What did I say? Lang, baby, please stay off the roof. It's dangerous. We can pay someone else to clean the gutters. But did he listen? No. He waited until I left for work and then tried to get up there himself. One little gust of wind, and the next thing I know, bam! Straight into the hedges. You know, I could have done it if the wind hadn't picked me up. That must have been some powerful wind. Are we talking tornado or hurricane force winds here? That's not the point. You shouldn't have been up there in the first place. Doctor, can you please give this man something to fix his terminal lack of common sense, please? Sorry, honey, but we ain't got nothing to fix that. Now, you two try to take it easy, alright? I'll be back later on. Oh my word. She looks... What is that sea creature called? What is that sea creature called? And this is TV? Do y'all even get TV? How you feeling, dear? Hey, Dr. Ada. What are you doing here? Still ain't sober up, huh? Still ain't sobered up yet, huh? Nope. That's fine, dear. At least that tooth ain't gonna bother you no more. Just give it some time and try to get some rest, okay? Okay. She really drunk. You really gave this woman liquor. Where was the other one? 2A. Okay, wow. Sea creatures. With big boobs, okay. How you doing, dear? Okay. Hand is fine? Hand is fine. No? You ain't got nothing to worry about. It'll regrow back good as new. What is she, Patrick? Do octopuses grow their limbs back? I know sea stars do. Good. Thank you. You are most welcome, dear. Try to get some rest and I'll check back in later. Yes, yes. Alright, that's everyone. I better get back to Mr. Morton. Oh, you are on thin ice, Morton. Dr. Ada. The phone started ringing while you were gone, so I answered it. And? The caller won't stop going on and on about rituals, demons, among other things that I don't understand. Here we go. I think that may be best if you talk to her. There's always something. Honey, slow down. Ain't none of this making sense. Please, you have to get out of there right now. My boss just summoned an actual, genuine demon and now you're all in danger. Uh-huh. And who do you work for again? J.P. Vermander, madam. Who is that, doctor? He is some rich city boy who moved out here when he inherited his family's estate. A lot of folks around here have to pay him rent just 'cause his family owns the land. Yes, that's him. Exactly. I don't know all the details, but there's a blood pact and a demon and a curse and all kinds of other stuff. You need to leave now. Once the clock strikes 10, you won't be able to leave. Well, by the looks of that clock, it's almost 10. Honey, that's less than 2 minutes. Ain't no way we're getting everybody out of here that fast. My goodness, I didn't expect the stakes to be this high on my first night. But I'm committed at this point. Morton, I like you. Is there anything we can do to help our situation? Yes, please tell us. I did go snooping into a few old journals kept by the Vermanders. Based on what I've read, if you can make it to sunrise, the demon will leave. But there's a bunch of rules you need to follow in order to keep yourself safe. For example, every hour until sunrise, the demon will enter the place it was summoned to. So every hour he will enter the hospital. It will travel down the nearest hallways in search of blood, specifically your blood. Its own rules prevent it from opening doors to search for you, so keep those closed. What room are you both in right now? The reception area. You'll need to keep that in mind, alright? When the demon arrives, make sure you're all in the same room as when the ritual started. Okay. If someone isn't, the demon will know, and once it knows where someone is, closing the doors won't stop it. Okay, so we have to stay in the reception hall every hour. If you're ready, I can tell you what to expect once 10 o'clock hits. I ain't about to let no demon run roughshod over my house to healing. Just tell us what we need to do, honey. Okay, here's what's going to happen first. The demon places a lot of emphasis on windows for some reason, right? It'll try to use its powers to open the windows around itself. You're going to need, and I cannot stress this enough, you're going to need to close any and all windows before the hour is up. Leave one open, the demon gets stronger, and you don't want that, alright? If you finish with everything you need to be... If you finish everything you need to do before the hour is up, try staring at a clock. Make sure it will pass the extra time faster. I'm sure it will help pass the extra time faster. I'll stay on the line just in case you need me to repeat something. Good luck, and please be careful. It's 10 o'clock.
I don't know about this.
Okay, it's 11 p.m. In what room? I lost. Oh crap. Ooh. Okay, so they will take the patients. Jane Doe has done all she could to hide her injury from others. Her reasoning was driven by knowledge that even a simple hospital visit could result in her never seeing her family again. Fortunately for her, the fear was realized by entirely different means. Okay, so I lost horribly. Rest in peace, Jane Doe. I'm sorry. What was that noise? Please tell me you didn't forget something. You can't let this thing do any more damage than it already has, so please try to stay focused. Listen to this. Here's what's going to happen next. The demon will try to draw power from any lights it can gain access to, right? You'll know it's inside a room trying to siphon power when the lights start flickering. When it happens, all you need to do is enter the room, close the door, and shut your eyes for a few seconds. You're really going to need to use the space inside your mind to focus for this to work. You'll know it's worked when the flickering stops, and make sure you do it right, okay? If you don't, then Doctor, you look tired. That's 'cause I am. Then let me handle things this hour. You should rest.
Okay. Oh my god. So how do I close my eyes? Wait, how do I close my eyes? Okay. What are you doing in here? Hey, there's some lady in the mirror looking at me. I believe that's you, ma'am. Strange things are happening tonight. Need you to get back to your room, please. Hey, bye-bye. I'll go back now. Please. Okay, I think we're good for this hour. I think we're good.
Okay, it's 12 o'clock. All the windows have been closed. None of the lights have been left flickering. Then it arrived. Okay, so there's no way he gained power because there was no flickering lights and the window was closed. So nice try. Boo. That's right. Get lost. Here's what's going to happen next. You'd be surprised how much the demon's power resent on electronics. It could gain access into the phone lines and try to gain power too. If you notice the phone's continuous ringing, then that's exactly what it's trying to do, alright. Now it's going to sound crazy, but you'll need to pick up the phone and listen. Pay attention because this part is important. If you hear anything, and I mean anything, on the other end, you gotta recite this mantra. Your presence is not welcomed here. You must depart immediately. Don't worry, you'll remember it when the time comes. But if there is silence on the other end of the phone, then keep quiet. Silence means it hasn't properly figured out the phone's location yet, and you don't want to give it any clues, alright? I ain't outside anymore. I'll handle things this time. Sounds good to me, Doc. You take this hour and I'll take the next.
How did you get back in there? There's phones in every one of these rooms. Get back to your bed.
The time was 1 a.m. All the windows have been closed. All the phones have been answered correctly. But no! Where was that light? Dang it. Here's what's going to happen next. There's something about the demon's power that resonates with TV signals, right? It will turn on any TV it can manage to gain access to. They never show anything besides static once it takes control, but that's still bad. If it happens, just turn off the TV. That'll kick it out for a while. But don't leave any TVs that it's controlling on. It won't end well. Okay.
Yes, it's safe. Oh, it's gone again. But she's on the left one. How long do I have to wait? Stop, get out. Who really gave us alcohol? Think we're good. Think we got this.
All the windows have been closed, all the televisions have been turned off, none of the lights have been left flickering, all the phones have been answered correctly. Boom! By this point, the pain meds given to Mr. Langboyd earlier in the day had started to wear off, so despite his wife's insistence to stay put, he went to inquire about it. Then it arrived. Y'all need to run into that room. Bye-bye. Y'all did. Oh, he stood up for his wife! He really put her behind him. You take me, but you ain't messing with my wife. On the day of this accident, Lem Boyd's mind was not on the potential consequences of his actions. Far from it, in fact. His mind was instead on how happy his wife and children would be after he cooked their favorite dinner. A dinner that he could not afford to make unless he used the money he'd saved by cleaning the gutters himself. The grandest intentions had now unintentionally doomed their entire family. What was that noise? Please, please tell me you didn't forget something. We didn't. We didn't. It's just he wanted to walk. Can't let this thing do any more damage than it already has. So please try to... I didn't forget anything. Everything was checked off. There's one final thing this demon is gonna try. Ritualistic candles. It has the power to manifest them inside the area of influence. It's vital and it's vital. It's vital and very, very important that if you see one of them, you extinguish it. If you let it keep burning, the demon will be able to draw power from it. It won't try anything new after it gets to this part, so you don't have to worry about any more rules. Oh, and I almost forgot, this part is important too. Whatever you do, make sure you don't, of course.
Man's really pulling out all the stops. Hey, bear with me.
3 a.m. All the windows have been closed, all the televisions turned off, none of the lights were left flickering, all the phones have been answered, all the candles have been extinguished. Then it arrived. You darn tootin' everything was done correctly.
You just turned 10. I knew there'd be a candle somewhere.
For all this. 4 o'clock. All the windows had been closed, all the televisions had been turned off, none of the lights were left flickering, all the phones were answered, all the candles had been extinguished. Then it arrived. Okay, let's go. If I can keep Miss Ocelot Bubblehead safe, that'd be great.
You just hang in there, honey. Of course there's one by the freaking exit.
What the f- Get me in here. Get me in here. Did you see that? Time was now 5 a.m. All the windows, all the televisions, lights, phones, and candles. The sun began to rise upon our little town, and the demon could not stay in this world much longer. It had already fulfilled its side of the Vermander Pact. So it departed from this world back from whence it came. Dr. Edda and Nurse Morton had both survived. They were finally safe. I was expecting to go till 6 a.m., honestly. However, an investigation into 2 different disappearances that happened that night was launched, an investigation that was compromised by Vermander's influence. Despite their innocence and lack of evidence, both Edda and Morton were charged and convicted in connection with the disappearances. Without Dr. Edda and to run things, the hospital that had faithfully served this community for decades now stood abandoned. Unable to get the medical help that they so heavily relied on, the town suffered. But none had suffered as much as Morton's daughter, who suddenly had to grow up without her father. She was alone in a completely unfamiliar town, all through no fault of her own. The only other person who knew the truth left was Hannah. But soon she too suddenly disappeared, and upon searching her home the only thing found was a strange lit candle. In the end, J.P. Vermander got to keep his extra 1%. And that's all that mattered. Everyone lost except J.P. He won for 1% of profit. And there you have the Vermander's Curse. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you have a specific game you want to see me play. This was interesting. This was great. I liked it. I hope you guys did too. I love you so much and thank you for watching. Bye!